Welcome to Vintage Coin-Op Restorations. This is Rockola's 1934 Jigsaw. Well, we just finished restoring this machine and we're going to give you a quick look at it. Playfield on here is absolutely pristine. Very minor touch-up. We did take all the pieces off and completely re-clear coat the playfield, so that's why it looks like it's brand new at this time. Bunch of the parts have been completely re-chromed, but there's also some aluminum parts on here, like the one that we're looking at right now, that is all original paint. All we did was polish it. Let's take a look at the cabinet here. Absolutely beautiful. Back here we have a reproduction marquee. We do have some available. Give us a call if you are in the market for one. As we come around here, you can see these little Art Deco little they're horizontal stripes, but I'm not sure if you can see it, but they're stepped up. So it's a neat detail on the side of the machine, which is identical to the World Series, but this one is done in a black lacquer. Well, the special thing about this, and especially me living here in Chicago, is what we're looking at is the 1934 World's Fair campus. And what we're seeing here, if I can point out to you, in the far top left over here is the Adler Planetarium. And down here, I believe, is the Shed Aquarium. And the famous place where the Chicago Bears play right here is Soldier Field. All the other stuff was torn down after the World's Fair. Some of the cool things about this, you can see this long top tower thing there, which is, I believe they call it the Sky Ride. And there were also other buildings on this campus that are denoted on the playfield here. Let's get up to take a quick look at some of these things. As you can see, there's the Federal Building Administration, Electrical, Village Hall of Science, and the Travel and Transportation. And then there's this thing called the Sky Ride. It's hard to kind of understand what these buildings really look like, because here they're just one-dimensional. But there are postcards available out there that show the building in 3D, and the Sky Ride is absolutely incredible. I don't know much about it, but once I saw the postcard, it really looks like something I'd love to try. Well, let's talk about the machine. The object of the game, it starts off with the puzzles vertical, and what you want to do is complete the puzzle. And by completing the puzzle, in turn, just like World Series, you're going to look up here, and depending on how many balls it took to solve the puzzle, you would have the possibility of a payout. And here you'll see it right say at the bottom, no gambling permitted on this machine, but then right below it says, completed score must be shown to clerk on duty as soon as it's been made. And again, only if the game isn't been tilted. And there you have the tilt mech right there. And again, it's just like World Series. It's a little ball that sits on a saddle, and when you rock the machine too much, it just flips over to tilted. Another neat thing about this particular machine is it has its original coin box. As I said before, in some of the other ones, you rarely come across them with the coin box, and this one did. And in fact, this one in the back, if I can zoom in the back of this also has a paper sticker, and it shows a date of 1934 on there. It also has a date of the date that it was built on, but it's very hard to read, so I can't exactly give you an exact date of this particular machine's manufacturing date. Well, we're going to show you how this thing actually works. So it's kind of pretty cool mechanism. Again, this is a purely mechanical machine, and while we're playing this game, The whole object is to get it up on top here, and what you'd want to do is in 5 balls, get the ball to fall in one of these 3, 4, 5 things. And if you drop them in there, it completely turns over one full roll of the puzzle. So, as you can see, if the jigsaw is completed with 5 balls, that's the highest points you can get, and that would be 100 points. So, for 1 nickel, you get 10 balls, and it resets, and our puzzle is all vertical. And I'm going to cheat a little bit here. I don't think I have any balls in the machine. Give me 1 second. Let me grab a couple. As I said, you get 10 balls. And I'll show you what, so we have 5 shots. We can do something like this. Let's say your ball comes down the chute, and you score on this far right, let's say 1. What happens is the ball rolls down, and you would think that it's hitting something right below the puzzle, but it's not. It's all up inside this little trough where these little fingers are protruded, and that's what the ball actually runs over. So let's try 2. As it comes down, you have 2. Yeah, I'm going to do 3 in the middle row and try to see if you could see that flip over. 3. And we'll go to the next one. And I'll bring it up to the top here. Isn't that pretty cool? Very neat. Now, let me steal the ball out of there, and we are going to go back up to the Federal Building up here. And in the Federal Building, we're going to drop the ball. Very cool. So, I could finish up. Seeing that you had 3, you got up to the 3, and we need this top one up here to complete the top. We just did that one. And now we do this. And I'll do the other top one. And there we completed the puzzle. And you would look down here and say, oh, we completed the puzzle with 3, 4, 5, 6 balls. And when you look up on the score, and as long as that game wasn't tilted, you can get your payout. But they did a little bit, 2 little other things going on up here. Over here on top, you can double your score. So if you completed that game with 6 balls, because you actually got one in the double score hole, which is in the top here, you would get 200 points. And on the left here, you see another one that says luck. Well, it's exactly what it is. It's luck, and it's a little set of pinballs, pins underneath the playfield that it's just by random. Wherever the ball goes, it'll go into one of the 5 slots. So it truly is by luck. Very neat machine to play. And for a pinball collector, it's probably the most sought after pre-war pinball machine of all time. And if you're a Chicagoan, it's a must-have, especially with the Chicago World's Fair campus puzzle here. And in fact, this is probably one of the nicest puzzles I've seen. It's all original. Has not been clear-coated or cleaned or anything. It has just been, because I think this is a water-soluble paint on here that we haven't done a whole lot. Everything was just dry touched and just dusted off. One of the nicest puzzles I've seen. Well, if you're in the market for a jigsaw, we have about 5 or 6 in stock waiting for a client to restore them for. If you have one that you'd like to sell, or if you have one that you'd like restored, please give us a call. We're located in Chicago, Illinois. Our phone number is area code 630-624-7466. Thanks for watching, and make sure you subscribe to our videos so you can see all the new machines coming into the warehouse. Thanks for watching.